Hello, and welcome to Freedom with Marketing. I'm Sam, the founder of Freedom with Marketing, and welcome to the Life, Leadership and Business Lessons playlist. This is a series of videos that I want to record to share lessons I have learned throughout my life. Some of these are from my passion of doing ultra runs, some are from failures that I've had in my life and negative experiences. And my goal is to share my own personal stories with you and to then share with you the lessons that I learned from them, and then show you how you can apply these lessons in your own life so you don't make the same mistakes as I did. So, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I have a passion for ultra running. In another video, I explained the reasons why I like ultra running. Not exactly having the best physique or the stereotypical athletic body, and not really having much chance of finishing in a top position in any of these races, and that I simply do them for fun and for my own pleasure of setting myself lofty or seemingly impossible goals, and then having my progress, then experiencing progress towards these goals on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis. So in this video, I want to share with you a little bit about my training. I want to share with you why I decided it was time for me to invest a lot of money for what it is into a coach, and why it's so important to have someone who is better than you to coach and guide and mentor you on certain areas of your life that you want to improve in. Because quite frankly, if you spend a lot of time doing something and you're not doing it in the efficient way, you are getting less value, less benefit per unit of time you invest, compared to if you get someone who is better than you but basically tells you what to do and coaches and guides you. So that's it. So with me, currently, depending on where I'm at in a training block, I might spend anywhere between 9 to 14 hours running per week. The vast majority of that is actually running. Some of it is going up and down hills, which can be very monotonous and extremely hot and uncomfortable where I live here, basically under the equator. And, I spend a significant amount of time each week running and training. I have no problem with that. I love doing it. I love going out, I love moving, I love the blood pumping around my body. After I go for a run, I can't remember ever being in a worse mood after a run than before a run. And that is after doing thousands of runs throughout my entire life. You get the endorphins flowing, it basically clears everything out of your system, it makes you more sharper mentally, you make better decisions, you have better ideas, it's just fantastic. Now, I have to do all this training early morning, most of the time, before my wife and son wake up. So I have to wake up, I actually wake up so I can record videos and work on my business and get my training in before other people in my apartment go to bed, which is pretty crazy. So basically what this means is that I have a limited amount of time each morning from say 4 a.m. until 8 a.m. where I need to work on my business. I need to guide my team on what they need to do and monitor to make sure we're on track. I need to service clients so that I can over-deliver and give them the best value possible. And then on average I might run for an hour to 2 hours on that day as well. What that basically means is I have to compress a whole lot of stuff into a short amount of time before my wife and son wake up in the morning. And so if I'm potentially spending between 9 to 14 hours per week running, it makes a lot of sense to have someone who is better than you to teach you and to assign a training plan that is optimized based on making it as likely as possible, as predictable as possible, as certain as possible, that you will actually achieve the goals that you set yourself. The alternative is trying to do it on your own. If you don't have much experience in anything, or you don't kind of continuously improve, you will spend a lot of time researching to try and find the best way to do something. And then when you do it, very likely you're going to not do it in the best way possible. Therefore, it's a very inefficient use of your time. You spend more time than necessary per unit of time to get a smaller result. Whereas after I made the decision to get a coach, which was pretty much when I got my second did not finish in a race, because I ran out of time and had a whole lot of problems, and then I made the decision to get the coach, my training plan then became very structured. I had an optimized training plan which followed a kind of series of workouts where Monday's a hard workout, Tuesday's an easy for recovery, Wednesday's a harder workout, Thursday is usually a recovery day where I take it off, Friday would be a long run, Saturday would be a back-to-back long run, and Sunday would be a rest day as well. And by running just 5 days a week, my fitness improved drastically, my endurance improved drastically, my performance improved drastically, and I vastly exceeded my own expectations of what was possible. And this is because I got a coach. More specifically, it's a coach whose podcast I listen to. It's a coach who, after listening to him, he clearly knows what he's talking about. He has a lot of experience, he has a lot of knowledge, he has a lot of wisdom. And at the earliest opportunity, when he opened the doors to new clients, I signed up straight away. And I'm still working with him. Now, let me compare that to what it was like before the coach. My very first trail run here in Malaysia, I probably spent 10 to 15 hours per week training. This would include running, hiking, and being at the gym to build up strength. And I had no training plan whatsoever. I didn't follow anything consistently. I just went out and ran when I felt like it. But I still tried to log as many kilometers as possible per week, which resulted in between 10 to 15 hours of my time. I went into the race and I did not finish. I missed a cut-off time at the halfway point, which was only 58 kilometers in. It took me more than 18 hours to reach there. And the reason is because the course is tough. It's not flat. I think at the halfway point, you would cover 58 kilometers with more than 3,500 meters of climbing. A lot of these are basically it's like a jungle trail, some of them. Hot, humid, slippy, muddy, not really great. And I didn't finish. I put more time into the training for my first race, which I did not finish, as I do now. The difference is that I now train significantly more smarter. My training gets more benefits for me. I get more value from my training. My performance gets better as a result of this new training per unit of time that I spend. And that is a direct result of getting a coach. So the lesson here is that if you spend a lot of time doing something, it kind of makes sense for you to invest in someone that is better than you to coach you, to mentor you, to give you guidance, or just to do it for you. If it's sort of like a service or a project that you want and you want the end result, it's better just to get someone better than you to do it for you so you can get the result faster. The alternative is you try to guess your way through it, you become inefficient, and that is kind of how you end up spinning in circles and never making any real progress. If I were to impart my own opinion on this based on my own experience, it would be that if you have a goal that you want to achieve in life and you think that goal is impossible or far or difficult to reach, get someone better than you to help you achieve it. Yes, you will have to invest in this, but if you look at it over the long term, your time is your most valuable asset. Time ticks away, you'll never get it back. Don't you want to get as much benefit per unit of time as you possibly can so that you can achieve your goals in the most efficient, predictable, productive way possible compared to just guessing your way through it? I hope you found this video helpful. See you in the next video.